Hey, my name is Eric, and in today's video, we are doing a comparison of the June oven versus Brava oven. So a lot of times for my YouTube videos, I'll reach out to companies to see if I can get free products to review. But what I wanted to do is figure out which one of these ovens I actually wanted to review. Now, looking at the June oven, let's do a quick overview of pricing and what you get. So with June oven, it's really the same oven in all three tiers, and you can see the pricing is from $600 to $999, but the only difference is the accessories that you get. So if you do want to have access to use the air fryer of the June oven, you will have to go with the June oven Premium. So I just want you to know that with the pricing here. Brava oven works in a similar way, where it's the same oven, but then it's just the accessories are different that you're getting in the three tiers. So with Brava oven, it ranges from $1,095 up to $1,495. One of the main differences when you look at the accessories is that the Brava has the ability to cook eggs, and then if you're going into the upper tier, you're looking at a chef's pan. But that's a really big difference because the June oven doesn't have really much as far as cooking eggs, because that's a little bit more difficult to do. Now, the three reasons I decided to reach out to Brava instead of June, and I'm going to start with kind of smaller reasons and work my way up. The first one has to do with the height of the actual device. With the June oven, it has a height of 12.75 inches, and then with the Brava oven, it's 11.3 inches. So it's about 1.5 inches taller with the June oven. Now that's important because if you look at the specs on the ovens, both require 4 inches of clearance on the top of the oven for proper ventilation. Now, assuming that you're going to be using this on your countertop and there are cabinets above, just measure what the distance is from your countertop to your upper cabinets. If it's 16 inches, you may want to lean towards the Brava for that reason, but you may have a different situation where you have more space than I do. Now, I'd like to use an analogy for the second reason why I lean towards Brava over June oven when it comes to a smart oven. Now, you may already be aware of this, but if you're looking at vehicles and say you're looking at a Toyota or a Lexus, they're actually owned by the same company, and the Lexus is just kind of a more luxurious, advanced vehicle compared to the Toyota, but they're coming out of the same factories many times. Now, when you take a look at a traditional oven, I compare that to a Toyota. When you're looking at the June oven, I compare that to a Lexus because it's like a traditional oven except better. It's going to cook faster, it has better heating components, it may be smaller, but it has all these smart features and different things that you can do with it, and it's certainly an upgrade from your oven. But when you take a look at the Brava oven, I compare that to a Tesla. Now, the reason I say that is because it's a completely different type of vehicle. Because you're going to be cooking with traditional heating sources if you're going with a traditional oven or a June oven. But if you go to a Brava oven, you're actually cooking with light. The way that the Brava oven cooks is there's actually 6 lamps that actually cook your food. And why this is important is those lamps allow you to spotlight areas on the tray that you're cooking. So that when you're cooking a dinner that has potatoes, which take a long time to cook, and then maybe fish or chicken or steak, what you can do is you can put these foods on different sections on your tray, and those lights are going to spotlight the different foods. So what you're seeing on the screen right now is actually a screenshot of what that looks like, and you can see how the lights are cooking different foods at different speeds. That is going to be hard to do with any kind of precision with the June oven, where you are using more of a traditional heat source. So that's why I make the analogy of comparing a Lexus versus a Tesla. The Tesla is electric and it's using completely different technology to power the device. Same thing is true with Brava when you're comparing it to a June oven. June oven is just kind of making traditional technology better, where the Brava oven is going in a completely different method and is using light to cook your food. Now, if you're curious, I did end up getting the Brava oven, and this was actually the first meal I cooked with it that you can see on the screen right now. And what I did is I cooked steak and potatoes at the same time, and it's just neat watching those potatoes crisp up perfectly while also being able to add a sear to the steak, insert the probe, and have it cook perfectly to medium rare. So that's just a really neat feature with the Brava oven, which I don't believe that the June oven can replicate in the same way. Now, the third and most impactful reason why I choose the Brava oven versus the June oven are the reviews online if you go to the App Store. Now, for the Apple App Store, what you can see here for the Brava oven has a 4.7 rating, which is pretty good. But if we go over to the June oven, as of making this video, they have a 4.0 rating. So a little bit of a drop off as far as how people feel about the app itself. But what's even worse is if you go to the Google Play Store. On Google Play, if we are on the Brava app here and you scroll down, you can see they have a 4.4 rating, mostly 5-star ratings here. But if you look at the June oven and you were to scroll down from the top here, this is where you can see a 2.2 star rating with lots of 1-star reviews. Actually, the most recent reviews, a lot of them are pretty bad here. So the reason that I bring this up is that you are buying a smart device, a smart oven. Now, I don't know if you've ever had this experience. I've done stuff where I bought like a smart light bulb, and then I have to download an app, and I'm trying to get the app to sync with my Google Home, and it just becomes this really frustrating process, and I don't want to have to deal with anything like that. Sometimes when you get a smart device, it can feel rather dumb. Based on these reviews, especially if you're somebody who uses an Android phone, I would not recommend going with the June oven, but in either case, the reviews are definitely better with the Brava oven. So what I'm going to do in this next video here is I'm going to actually run through a review of the Brava oven, show you how it cooks, show you how it does everything, and we're going to get really down to brass tacks of how the device works and if it's a good fit for your needs. So I'm going to catch you right in this next video.